Hey, welcome back to ClearSpot. IV curve analysis is a powerhouse on its own, but when you pair it with other diagnostic and operational tools, it transforms into something greater, a total solar plant management solution. In this masterclass, we'll explore how integrating IV curve data with weather insights, SCADA systems, energy production logs, and predictive AI creates a powerful ecosystem for plant operators. It's about moving from isolated analysis to holistic intelligence and unlocking levels of performance that reactive maintenance could never deliver. A single IV curve tells a story, but when you weave it together with other streams of information, the story becomes richer, clearer, and actionable. Imagine you see a dip in a panel's current output. Is it a fault, or is it just a passing cloud? On its own, an IV curve can't always tell you the difference, but overlay that same curve with irradiance data from pyranometers or weather feeds, and the mystery unravels. Integration is about context. With context, you don't just see anomalies, you understand them. And with understanding, you can act with precision. IV curves chart the relationship between current and voltage in a module. A healthy curve arcs gracefully, with a sharp knee indicating maximum power. A distorted curve signals trouble, but distortion alone isn't enough to diagnose. A curve that dips today may look normal tomorrow if the root cause was a temporary shadow or high humidity. This is where integration begins, combining the diagnostic power of IV curves with other signals to confirm whether an issue is environmental, temporary, or structural and long-term. Weather is the most immediate variable impacting solar performance. Clouds, fog, dust, humidity, wind all change how modules behave. By linking IV curve analysis with real-time weather feeds, operators can distinguish between performance drops caused by temporary environmental factors and true equipment failures. For example, if an IV curve dips but irradiance also falls at the same moment, the culprit is a passing cloud. If current declines while irradiance stays constant, it signals module degradation or soiling. If VOC decreases during hot afternoons, it may simply be temperature-related voltage suppression, not a fault. Integration with weather data filters out the noise, so operators focus only on actionable issues. Energy logs from inverters and meters reveal the macro picture, how much power the plant delivers to the grid. But IV curves zoom into the micro picture, the health of individual modules. Integration of the two provides a layered view. If plant output drops but IV curves remain healthy, the bottleneck may be at the inverter or grid connection. If IV curves flag a handful of underperforming modules while logs show steady output, those modules can be fixed before they drag down entire strings. Long-term alignment of IV curve degradation with energy logs helps forecast future yield, guiding financial planning and asset management. SCADA, which stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, is really the backbone of plant monitoring. But traditionally, these systems operate at higher levels, tracking things like inverter status, breaker trips, and grid connection metrics. When IV curves integrate into SCADA, plant operators gain a whole new level of granularity, so they can see faults at the module level, while still tracking the overall plant key performance indicators. Fault isolation becomes much faster. Operators can pinpoint a failing module, instead of having to investigate entire arrays. SCADA alarms can now be validated by IV diagnostics, which reduces false positives and, honestly, a lot of unnecessary callouts. This integration bridges the micro and macro, turning SCADA from a top-down system into a truly multi-layered diagnostic tool. Artificial intelligence is, without a doubt, the engine that drives predictive insights. By feeding AI models with IV curve trends, weather history, production logs, and SCADA data, we unlock predictive analytics that just go way beyond what humans can do on their own. AI can detect hidden correlations. For instance, it can spot that voltage dips occur only under high humidity, which suggests moisture ingress in junction boxes. It can predict time to failure, estimating how long before a degraded diode, connector, or module causes measurable losses. AI also automates maintenance prioritization, ranking issues not by the severity of today's curve, but by the probability of tomorrow's breakdown. Integration with AI transforms IV curves from just a diagnostic snapshot into a genuine forecasting tool. Let's walk through some real-world scenarios where this kind of integration really changes the game. Scenario 1. The passing shadow. A module shows a jagged IV curve at 10 a.m., but weather data reveals passing clouds. AI flags it as a non-issue, so there's no unnecessary technician visit. Scenario 2. The hidden hotspot. Energy logs show consistent underperformance in one string, and IV curves confirm a gradual rise in resistance. Weather data shows no environmental cause, so integration points to hotspots from cell cracks, allowing for early replacement. Scenario 3. Seasonal degradation. Every summer, modules show reduced open-circuit voltage. Weather overlays confirm it aligns with high-temperature suppression, not equipment damage. AI normalizes the data, avoiding misdiagnosis. Integration ensures every anomaly is understood in context, reducing guesswork, wasted maintenance, and downtime. Integration empowers decision-making. A manager armed with unified dashboards can optimize cleaning schedules by combining IV curve soiling indicators with dust forecasts. Adjust inverter MPPT settings based on real-time IV health. Plan module replacements strategically, aligning with financial cycles. Predict and prevent seasonal output losses by understanding environmental patterns. Instead of reacting to problems, operators orchestrate their plants like conductors guiding a symphony, each instrument playing in harmony. Case Study 1. The Smart Cleaning Schedule. A Desire solar farm integrated IV curve diagnostics with dust storm forecasts. Instead of fixed cleaning, AI recommended washing only when soiling hit performance thresholds. Result: 40% fewer washes, conserving water and cutting costs. Case Study 2. Fault Isolation with SCADA. An Indian solar park combined IV curve data with SCADA alarms. Instead of investigating entire strings for an inverter trip, operators identified a single faulty connector. Downtime reduced from 2 days to 2 hours. Case Study 3. Predictive Yield Forecasting. A European utility integrated IV curves, production logs, and AI. They forecasted module degradation trajectories, helping secure financing for asset replacement. Proof that integration isn't just technical, it's financial. The integration story doesn't stop here. The future promises autonomous drones performing daily IV scans, streaming data directly into AI. AR-enabled technicians seeing IV curve overlays on panels through smart glasses. Digital twins of entire solar farms combining IV, SCADA, weather, and financial data into living models for predictive simulation. Blockchain-backed performance records, ensuring transparent, tamper-proof asset histories for investors. Integration will evolve beyond dashboards. It will become immersive, continuous, and autonomous. IV curve analysis on its own is powerful, but integrated with weather, SCADA, AI, and production logs, it becomes a full-spectrum intelligence system. It's about cutting through the noise to focus on what matters, diagnosing with precision, predicting with confidence, and managing with strategy. For solar professionals, the message is clear. The future is integrated. Like, share, and subscribe for more solar insights. ClearSpot. Smart device, smarter decisions.